I wake up next to her. She is still sleeping. I get up, I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and I climb back into bed and cuddle with her. She wakes up and smiles, curling into me. Maybe we make love, or maybe we just hold each other for a while and let the morning come upon us. Eventually, we get up and shower, preferably together, and get ready for our day. We put on some music and dance around the house, and I cook breakfast for the family while she gets the kids ready, or vice versa. One of us takes the kids to school and the other one walks to the family business. At work, together, we put on some more music and get a happy atmosphere going. Coffee is brewing and the smell of it fills the store. The two of us take turns working together, or working alone while the other explores their own interests. We each have our alone time and our time together. After school, one of us picks up the kids and brings them home, or to the business, or to the park. The store closes at a reasonable hour. We only work for a few hours after the kids come home, and then only one of us is without the kids. The other is with them. We take turns. She no longer feels overwhelmed, and I no longer feel like a stranger to my own family. She has time to write, I have time to argue politics and solve all of the world's problems. We live close to our business. We have our friends and neighbors around a lot, and we both raise our children together. She and I and the kids are all happy. Until April 10th of last year, this was my dream. The dream I knew without a shadow of a doubt would be mine. I worked impossibly hard, 70 hours a week, and put every penny I could in savings, so that one day she and I could live this life together. We had even just bought land in Costa Rica, where we were planning to build our dream house and where we would live. We were this close. Then seemingly out of nowhere, she left. She told me there was a time when I fit her life, but I didn't any longer. And that while I was a good man, a giving, loving husband, and a great father to our children, she just didn't love me any longer, and she was ready for a new life. It felt so quick, so violent, so sudden, like I had been hit by an invisible bus that was somehow racing through our bedroom at 80 miles an hour. Looking back, however, it wasn't nearly as out of the blue as it felt. She had been leaving me slowly for at least 3 years. She had been inching her way out the door while I kept trying to make the room bigger and the door farther and farther away so she wouldn't actually walk through it. Dogs, chickens, a housekeeper, a massage school, a lover, a family chef so she wouldn't have to cook. She got whatever she asked me for, and she said she loved me all the more for it. I think maybe she even believed it. In the end, it didn't matter. What I did or didn't do, I couldn't stop her. She walked out and closed the door behind her, leaving me in the middle of this big empty room with a hole in my chest where my heart used to be. My dream was dead, and in order to really be alive, a man needs a dream. For the rest of that year, I barely functioned. I sleepwalked through my job, putting my career in jeopardy. I even stopped writing for this venue. Instead, I just showed up intermittently and occasionally acted in other people's pieces, but created none of my own. Ultimately, it was the love of my kids, my family, and my friends that has sustained me. I am slowly getting my feet back underneath me and taking small steps and trying to find a way to rebuild my life. This became clear to me on New Year's Eve. I spent about 2 hours mourning all of the losses I had sustained in 2011. And then I felt better. With the falling of some foolish glittery ball in Times Square, I was able to put those losses behind me. Not all the way, but mostly. And I saw something new that I was in the process of building. My new life. I've got a tattoo. It's a Celtic knot made from a tree. It branches curving down into blend in with the roots. From death comes life, and from life, death, and it's both painful and beautiful. I've become re-energized at work, and I think my job is safe for now. And I have a new dream. I've opened a little restaurant with a friend of mine, and we are having a lot of fun owning our own business.
Come on down to the Mad Vikings Smokehouse Barbecue. 1239 Alden on the U-Vote. Our food is so good, it's insane!
And somehow, in all this craziness, I have met a woman I like. And for some reason, she likes me back. I'm not in love, and I'm not even sure I can be just yet. But I'm starting to believe that one day I will be able to love them again. And why not? After all, it's a new year, and a new life with a new dream. And you see, in order to really be alive, a man needs a dream.